What state are Generation Xers planning on retiring to? That's a survey we ran, and we simply asked that question. Generation X is getting closer to retirement. The age range for Gen X is 43 to 58 here in 2023. If you were born between 1965 and 1980, you are part of the MTV generation, and you're getting closer to collecting that retirement check. As we've learned in past videos, a good number of retirees flee their home state in retirement for a number of reasons. Cost of living, family, weather. You met an Eastern European woman online that you've been sending money to, and she's always wanted to live in Miami, and real estate prices. There are many reasons and many places Gen Xers are thinking about for retirement. We did a survey that received over 5,000 responses where we simply asked Generation X, if you retire in the United States, what state do you plan on doing it in? In this video, I'm going to give you the results of the survey and what places each of these states has the highest percentage of retirees. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 15, Delaware. Yep, we're doing 15 today because a lot of times when I just do 10, people always want to know what 11 and 12 were and stuff like that. So I figure on one like this, we'll just do 15 and call it good. Delaware is a small state that is very enticing with its low taxes, affordable cost of living, and excellent healthcare options. The state also has a wide range of cultural amenities, including museums, theaters, and art galleries. Delaware is a pretty cool state. I mean, they got Wilmington on the north end of the state. If you stay out of there, it's a great place to live. The only other knock they have is they have some pretty rough winters. I mean, it's the mid-Atlantic area, so yeah, it can get cold. This is a great place to live if you're a history buff. I mean, so much history went on in New Jersey, Pennsylvania right there, obviously Baltimore and Washington, D.C. You're not terribly far from New York City if you want to go there. It's not a bad place to live. The city that has the highest percentage of retirees is Milford, with 28.8% of their population being over the age of 60, which 60 doesn't necessarily mean you're retired, but it just kind of giving you an idea. Delaware received 150 votes. Number 14, New Mexico. New Mexico is a state that's perfect for retirees seeking a unique cultural experience with its Native American history and a serious art scene, especially in Santa Fe. At least that's my experience. Other people might think they have better art other places in New Mexico. Santa Fe is amazing. I mean, not just the art, the architecture of the place. I love it. One of the biggest things drawing them in is the low cost of living. It's lower than many other states, and the healthcare in New Mexico is excellent. I've mentioned this before, but just in case this is your first time here and you're, let's say, 20, 25, 30, as you get older, you need good healthcare. All the damage you put your body through in your 20s, 30s, and 40s catches up with you in your mid-50s. Rio Rancho is where you'll find the most retirees, at least percentage of. That's 29.6% of their population is above the age of 60. New Mexico got 175 votes. Number 13, Nevada. Nevada, it's a solid place for retirement if you don't mind the heat. I mean, it doesn't have snow all the time. It does snow occasionally in the Las Vegas area, and that's where most of the retirees will move to, the Henderson, Las Vegas area. They almost never get snow, but in recent years, it's snowed there like twice. And we're not talking feet of snow or anything like that. So if in retirement you plan on not shoveling snow, your chances are pretty good in the Las Vegas metro area of never shoveling snow again. The state's cost of living is slightly above average, but it offers a range of affordable housing options and no state income tax, which is always good. The highest percentage of retirees you're going to find in Sun City, Summerlin. This is a 55-year and up community, so that's why they got a good percentage here. Some of the cities and communities on this list will be retirement communities. But yeah, they got 40.6%. Nevada got 177 votes. Number 12, Georgia. The Peach State comes in at number 12. I could see this. I'm a little surprised it wasn't later on in the list. I would have put it somewhere around number 7, but that's just me. Honest reality, I don't know how Delaware even got on here. I mean, maybe, but just doesn't seem like a place that's on anyone's retirement radar. But according to the survey, it is. Anyway, back to Georgia. Georgia is a state that offers a range of benefits for retirees, including a warm climate, beautiful scenery, and affordable cost of living. The state also has excellent healthcare options with numerous medical centers and hospitals. They're also really big if you're retired military. If you are retired Army, you probably already know this. They have some great bases there that you can get what you need. The place with the most 60 and above would be Peachtree City. 31.4% of that community is over the age of 60. Georgia got 181 votes. Number 11, Wyoming. You know, I'm a little surprised at this one. I thought we'd see Wyoming at least in the top 10, but here they are at number 11. Wyoming is a state that offers a range of benefits for retirees. The cowboy state has a relatively low cost of living compared to other states. Retirees can stretch out their retirement savings a little bit further in Wyoming, which is always good. Wyoming has a good healthcare system with several highly regarded hospitals and medical facilities located throughout the state. Now, there's a little asterisk that goes for this one. A lot of the people that live in Wyoming live away from the cities. Sometimes access to healthcare can be limited if that's the choice you made. Now, they've got plenty of clinics and stuff like that, but if you move to Wyoming and need to be at a hospital for some kind of ultrasound, I don't know, CAT scan, whatever, you may have a drive ahead of you. The city with the highest percentage of retirees is Jackson. 21.8% of their population is over the age of 60. Wyoming got 182 votes. Number 10, Idaho. Idaho's another state that's still off the radar for many retirees, but it offers a good range of benefits, including low taxes, low cost of living, excellent healthcare options, and of course, decently priced real estate. The Gem State also has plenty of things for you to do, especially if you like to get outdoors. Depending on where you do move in Idaho, you can get some weather during the winter, so beware of that. The city with the highest percentage of retirees is Coeur d'Alene, with 25.4% of their population being over 60. Idaho got 194 votes. Number 9, Utah. Utah offers a unique combination of natural beauty, outdoor recreation, and cultural amenities. The state's cost of living is slightly above the national average, but it has a range of affordable housing options, and the healthcare in Utah is excellent. For all you 20-year-olds that are watching this and going by my statistics, that's about 13% of you. Every one of the 15 states on this list is known for having excellent healthcare. That just shows you how important that does get as you get older. I wasn't lying when I said that. Little piece of advice for you guys. This is your fatherly wisdom for the day. Take care of your knees and your lower back. That seems to be where you feel it the most as you get older. But Utah does have excellent healthcare, and it normally shows up on lowest crime rates. Nothing's going to beat Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. They're always the top of the heap when it comes to the lowest crime rate. Utah is normally the best on the West Coast. The Utah city with the most retirees, or people over 60, would be St. George, with 21.9% of their population being 60 and above. Now, I brought this up before. That's a great place to retire, especially if you want to live in a nice calm place, but you still like to go to the casino. St. George isn't too far away from the Nevada border, and they got some casinos right there on the border. 216 people voted for Utah. Number 8, South Carolina. South Carolina is known for its warm climate, beautiful beaches, and friendly residents. And Charleston is home to one of my favorite realtors, or real estate agents. I don't know what they like to be called anymore. I don't know what anyone likes to be called anymore. I do know calling a barista sugar britches is not okay anymore. And cue the people that will leave comments that say it never was okay. I gotta apologize. I know some of you were typing that in and I just stole your thunder. But South Carolina is a very appealing place for retirees. They have a very low cost of living. Sure, inside some of the cities like Charleston and Bluffton and Hilton Head, it can get expensive, but for the most part, this is a very affordable state. Excellent healthcare. They've got an overabundance of medical centers and a bunch of hospitals. South Carolina is a good place to live if you're looking for decent weather. Sure, they do get hit by hurricanes and things like that, but no place is perfect. You can go out to San Diego and have to worry about wildfires and earthquakes. The place that has the highest percentage of retirees would be Hilton Head Island, and it's 44.4% of them are above the age of 60. Number 7, Virginia. Virginia is a state that combines a rich history and culture with a high quality of life and excellent healthcare. The state's cost of living is slightly above the national average, along with their housing. If you get up some of the areas of northern Virginia near Washington, D.C., it gets pretty expensive. But you look around the state and they do have a bunch of small towns and smaller cities that have affordable housing options. The place with the highest percentage of retirees would be Williamsburg with 32.9%. Virginia got 253 votes. Number 6, Tennessee. Staying in the South, we have the volunteer state of Tennessee. This is a state that has something for everyone. Lively cities, great small towns, natural beauty everywhere. They also got a low cost of living, excellent healthcare, and affordable housing. You have some places in Tennessee that have extremely low housing for decent houses too. Not some shack that the Clampetts came from. Side note, that was a Beverly Hillbillies reference, and I just realized Jethro, Max Baer Jr., is still alive. He's 85 years old. The place you're going to find the highest percentage of retirees would be Fairfield Glade. 58.3% of them are over the age of 60. Tennessee got 268 votes. Number 5, Colorado. Colorado is big for military retirees. You got Fort Carson there, the Air Force Academy, a few other installations. So a lot of retirees, when they get out, they normally stay near a duty station they used to like. And that's one reason I thought about Colorado when I left California. Colorado's a beautiful state with a lot of good things going on there. For retirees who love outdoors, this is great. Colorado's a dream destination. Maybe not so much during wildfire season. If you got some breathing issues, just keep that in mind. The state has a very high quality of life and excellent healthcare options. If you're looking for the highest percentage of retirees, you're going to look at Castle Pines. 37.7% of the residents there are over the age of 60. Colorado got 269 votes. Number 4, Texas. Texas has always been one of those states just on the outside of where most people retire to. You know, it's always like Hawaii, Arizona, Texas, and Florida. Things are changing. Someone actually beat them for the number 3 spot this year. Surprise, surprise. I just did a video, there's a link for it down below, about how Texas is starting to see a slowdown in the amount of people from other states moving to Texas. Which, like I said in that video, I'm sure a lot of the Texans will rejoice to hear that news. Texas is known for its low taxes and low cost living, making it an attractive option for retirees. The state also has a thriving economy, with plenty of jobs to choose from if you decide to work a little in retirement. The Lone Star State is just a great state for everything. I mean, if you want concerts, great. If you want sporting events, amazing. If you like museums, perfect. Want to get run off the road for driving a Tesla? Exciting. If you want to know where the highest percentage of retirees are in Texas, Sun City. 35.3% of their population is over the age of 60. 274 people voted for Texas. Number 3, North Carolina. The Tar Heel State is an increasingly popular destination for retirees. It's got a mild climate, beautiful scenery, low cost of living. Now, one thing North Carolina has over most states, I mean, they all have great healthcare. North Carolina is normally in the top 5 whenever you're talking about best healthcare, especially the Raleigh-Durham Chapel Hill area. It's amazing healthcare up there. So it's no wonder that where you're going to find the highest percentage of retirees, it's going to be Chapel Hill. 20.2% are over the age of 60. 278 people voted for North Carolina. Number 2, Arizona. Arizona's got a dry heat going on that attracts a whole lot of retirees. I mean, if you're a person that likes hot weather, why not? I'm definitely not a hot weather type of person, but absolutely not a heat and humidity type person. The amount of sweat that comes out of me when I'm in like Mississippi or Florida weather is ridiculous. I start sweating like my wife just asked me how much I've spent on drones. But with Arizona's dry climate and stunning desert landscapes, it's a popular choice for retirees, especially if you are an active senior. The cost of living in Arizona is well below the national average, and the state has a wide range of affordable housing options. Plenty of affordable condos and even homes. Or trailers, if you're into trailer parks and stuff like that. Arizona has a lot of them, and a lot of them are really nice. But before you do that, if you ever are thinking about buying a trailer in a trailer park, make sure you watch the John Oliver special. He has that show Last Week Tonight. Well, he did one whole episode on the trailer park and mobile home industry. Didn't paint a very good picture. The city with the highest percentage of retirees would be Sun City with 73.8%. 311 people voted for Arizona. All right, before we get to number 1, if you're thinking about moving to another state, there's a link for a website called Home and Money down below. It's a great website for people that are looking to relocate, and you might need to get a hold of a realtor in that area. It'll help you with that. All right, on to number 1. And number 1, Florida. That's right, Gen Xers, just like the baby boomers, the silent generation, the greatest generation, and the lost generation, they have all chosen to retire in Florida, and we're going to keep that trend rolling, it looks like, at least for another generation. We'll see if that gets switched up for the millennials. But Florida is the longtime favorite for retirees, thanks to its warm weather, sandy beaches, and no state income tax. The state's cost of living is slightly above the national average, but the healthcare is excellent, and they got plenty of things to do. And a lot of other retirees to hang out with, especially in the villages. If you want to be around a bunch of other retirees when you finally retire, you might want to move to the villages. 52.5% of the population is over the age of 60. Florida received 387 votes. All right, that's where Gen Xers are planning to retire. Hope you guys got some information. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.